Hello everybody, Smiling Suncake here,
Along with Chongo.
and welcome to our 500 sub special.
Woo!
And
That'll come up in question 10.
don't worry about it. Okay, so I was actually very surprised. You guys sent in a fuck ton of questions, and since there's no time limit on YouTube, we're gonna get to every one of them.
Yeah.
The only questions, I don't think there were any that were too personal. I don't think
There was
so.
one asking for our faces. That was in another question.
Oh yeah,
But besides that.
because we don't show our faces.
Yeah.
And the only other things is if you send in a question asking us if just we're gonna do a game as a let's play, we didn't put it in here because we don't take requests.
Woo!
Alright, so question 1 comes from Koopa Puff Media. What is your favorite game overall? And they spelt favorite like you do in Britain.
You could take this one.
Shit. That's a tough one.
No, that is a pretty tough one.
You know, overall is a grand spectrum, so I'm gonna go back to when I was a kid and say Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That was my favorite game when I was little.
I wonder if they heard that. Anyway, I don't know. The meter's moving.
Maybe. Chongo, you got any
Alright.
ideas?
I don't know. It kind of depends, because it depends what you mean by favorite. Like favorite at the time or favorite right now kind of thing.
I'd just say go with, like, what was your favorite game as a kid? Like, that's how I answered it.
As a kid, it was Pokemon Blue, the original. But I think my favorite game overall right now was back in the day, and by back in the day I mean about 3-4 years ago, Call of Duty 4. The original Modern Warfare, which completely changed gaming. Like, everybody basically just did what Call of Duty did, and now, like, Medal of Honor is getting better, Call of Duty Black Ops, etc. I think Call of Duty 4 is probably one of my favorite games of all time.
And I'd say from this generation, Galaxy 2, pretty self-explanatory.
I'd say Black Ops, because I love that game.
Question 2, also from Koopa Puff Media. What was the first game you ever played?
My first ever game, I believe, was one of two. It was one of three. I honestly can't remember. Either Paperboy, back on the N64, Super
I
Smash
love that
Bros. Brawl, or not fuck, the original Super Smash Bros. Or Pokemon Blue. I'm not sure which one, but I basically played those all at the same time when I started playing video games. And Paperboy was so hard back in the day.
I know.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
It was impossible.
I'd
And now
say
you can just blaze through it.
the first game I ever played was probably Sonic 2, or it was Bubsy for the Genesis. Wait, and what was it? Oh, that's right. Oh, no, Super Mario Land for the
Super Mario
Game
Land,
Boy.
yeah.
Okay, now I
Wow.
remember. You guys will know how I answered that question in just a sec. Question 3 from JM15231. Would you prefer Sonic 4 or New Super Mario Bros. Wii? For me, it's New Super Mario Bros. Wii all the way.
Same here, because I'm not the biggest Sonic fan in the world, because I never really grew up with it. My first ever Sonic game was Sonic Heroes, so I don't have that nostalgia factor, so I'm gonna go with New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
I'd say gameplays-wise, I mean, obviously, I play both of them, extensively. I'd say gameplays-wise, they're both really, really good, but New Super Mario Bros. Wii has that multiplayer aspect, which I think definitely makes it better.
Alright, so
Next question. Question 4 from Mr. Tiago Super. Good man. What was your first Mario game?
mine was either, if you count Super Smash Bros., if you count that because it had Mario, my first legit Mario game is probably Sunshine, actually. I can't really think of any other Mario game that I had as a kid. I never had Super Mario 64. I never had Super Mario World, Super Mario 1, 2, 3, Super Mario Land, etc. So I'm gonna go with Super Mario Sunshine or the original Super Smash Bros. If you count that.
Mine was, without a doubt, Super Mario 64. I played that. Oh, shit, the Game Boy. Well, I'll be damned. Alright. Yeah, Super Mario Land. We actually have a, original Game Boy, which I
have a
would
Game Boy
play that on
Color.
when I was little. So that was my fondest memory. And then Super Mario 64 was very soon after, because I remember playing that when I was really little. Question 5 comes from Sombrero Monkey. Sonic, Mario, or Samus, who is cooler? I would have to. Ooh, cooler. Okay, if it was hotter, it'd be Samus.
Well,
but
yeah.
I'd say Sonic. Sonic kind of just takes the cake as cool video game player.
Yeah,
Video game dude,
I'd
yeah.
actually probably agree because Sonic was pretty much, well, I don't know, Shadow was more cooler, I'd say. I don't know, it's pretty close between Mario and Sonic. I'd probably give the edge to Sonic because he's a fucking fastest hedgehog and Mario's
Yeah.
just a plumber.
Like Mario's the good guy. Like he's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna save the princess. Sonic just goes up to Eggman and is like, you're a fat fuck. I'm gonna kill you.
All right, next question.
Question 6 from Marvin Sandoval 1 or 7. I don't know. Who is your favorite person in all games you have played?
Favorite person. Wow, that's.
That's a tough one.
I always liked back in Pokemon Silver / Gold / Crystal. I really liked Morty. Jeez.
Yeah, it sounds funny. I don't know
Either
who that is.
Morty, the gym leader, or I really liked Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe was actually really fucking
I have
cool.
that game.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
So Beautiful Joe or Morty from Gold / Silver / Crystal.
This is a really tough one for me, but I'd say, God, I almost want to go Sonic the Hedgehog. Good man. I have always liked Sonic. I mean, I just even like when I would play on the Genesis and like if you don't move Sonic for long enough, like he taps his foot at you, like
Yeah.
he's just always been a badass like that. Oh,
I'm tapping my foot at you, bitch.
Like Sonic's always been cooler than me, so I like that. All right, question 7, also from Marvin Sandoval 1 or 7. No, that's a 1. How did you guys come up with your names to LOL? My name goes back a long time ago, where Nelly and I would used to play this game where when we'd be really bored, he would yell out random ass words, and then I would have to draw them on paint. And these paintings would be disgusting, just horrible. Like he would yell out just random horrid sentences, and I would have to draw it. And randomly one day he says, "Smiling sun cake." And I draw this disgusting picture of like a cake, and it just looked really retarded. And we actually lost that picture on an old computer that broke down because it had too much porn viruses. So the actual logo you see now is actually just one we kind of found, but the logo we have now is a lot more pretty than the one I drew.
Yeah.
That's how I came up with my name, and it just kind of stuck. I used it in a couple other things when we used to do like karaoke and stuff, and it just kind of came on over and it became the studio. So there you go.
Mine's actually a really random reference. So, shout out to everybody that used to watch the old Scooby-Doo.
Woo!
One of the villains in one of the older episodes was named Chongo. He was the creepy clown in the
yeah.
the circus area, and it was like the circus promoter because he wanted to get more money. Some stupid shit. That was the name of it. I thought it was cool. It stuck. So
There you go. Question 8 from Mr. Game Reviewer 1000. Who do you guys think is the sexiest character from any game, and what's your favorite music genre? Sexiest character from any game?
why do you have the question before the 8?
Wow, that's a good question. I made these late at night, okay? You guys should be happy I actually made these. They took a while. Anyways,
Going on.
sexiest character from any game, you kind of have to go with Samus, just because she's like the only chick. Zero Suit Samus. Yeah, that's without a doubt. Like, jizzed in my pants during Subspace. What do you think?
I can't really think of anything else, to be honest.
Most characters in video games are, I mean, see, the only other girl I can think of is like Amy, but she's just a stupid whore, so.
There's like Peach and Daisy.
Peach in her like biking outfit in Mario Kart, that's pretty hot. Gotta give her that one. Oh, or Mario Tennis, yeah, she looked pretty good in that one.
So I'm gonna have to agree with Zero Suit Samus because I
But
can't
yeah.
really think of anything.
Just
Favorite
those-
music genre?
Those titties, wow.
Mine's actually metal. Rock, like hardcore rock and like light to medium metal, kind of like Disturbed. Avenged Sevenfold's probably my favorite band right now. System of a Down. Just metal in general, basically.
And to be honest, I'm not a huge music person, but I enjoy Pretty much a lot of 70s and 80s disco. That's good.
It's pretty interesting the differences we have in this part.
Nowadays, it's definitely like more pop. I like Katy Perry, Kesha.
Baby, you're fine!
Well, we can sing it. Firework. And yeah, I'd say those are my two favorites. So there you go, Mr. Game Reviewer. Question 9 from Jennings Slayer 314. Will you be able to do N64 games in the near future?
Yes.
Yes.
Moving on.
Moving on, question 10. When will Nelly be joining you again? Also from Jennings Slayer 314.
Right now, ho!
Yeah!
Woo!
Penis!
Penis!
Nelly's back from college, or remember when Steve went to college in Blue's Clues? He's actually at rehab, but
Yeah.
I know that rehab.
but Nelly's home from college for Christmas break, so we're gonna record with him all day long, and actually,
We have a surprise for you guys coming up in a few episodes.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's been so hard to be quiet.
yeah, he's gonna be with us during all the videos we record today. So
Except for
you're
maybe
gonna see
Pokemon
him.
where he just yells penis from the background.
Yeah. All right, question 11, and Nelly will join us on whatever questions he feels like answering. Will you guys ever do a live stream? From the Alvariant.
No. Moving on.
Yeah, live streams aren't our thing. Just no.
Unless we join the Speed Gamers, which would be cool. They're finishing up the Kingdom Hearts marathon right now.
There you go. Holy shit. Katy Perry, tits. All right, question 12. Are you two going to do any LPs of SNES and NES games?
This is also from the Alvariant.
Basically, we'll probably do some eventually, but those will probably be via the virtual console.
It'll
'Cause
probably be a little while longer.
we don't have
We don't have
slated
up.
any plans to do a SNES or NES game in the near future.
But we can't really rule it out, though.
But
so.
I mean, eventually, I'm sure we'll do one.
Next question.
Question 13 from Pokemon Athletifield. Good man. Any advice for new LPers?
No.
I'd say
Just keep going.
just do it, because literally we went through 3 whole Let's Plays with like a total of 60 subs.
Yeah.
And it can get a little saddening when you don't get any comments and only like 5 views on your video. But just keep making videos. The more videos you put up, the more popular you're
The
gonna
more
get.
you get out there, the more you're gonna, expand. So, who inspired you to do LPs? That's actually a good question.
I'd say I didn't actually know about Let's Plays for a while, and then one day I was actually watching. I was trying to look for videos of Sonic Unleashed, and I found Sonic Dude 101. He did a Let's Play of it like right after it came out, and I didn't even know that it was a Let's Play. Like, I didn't know what it was after watching it. That's the first thing. Inspiration, also Chugga Conroy, because he makes really, I mean, his are
Mr.
like,
Chugga Conroy. I'd
he
say
has the highest quality Let's Plays on all YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think just, he has a lot of fun with it, and I think that inspired us to do it. But
Chugga Conroy really inspired me to do Let's Plays. I was actually thinking about doing some Pokemon stuff because guys like Xenon 3120, Killer Nacho, who still is like half retired, but now he's doing some weird Let's Play thing. His Killer Doritos channel was actually pretty cool too. But I'd say overall probably Chugga was the main inspiration for both of us, really.
Mr. Chugga
Chugga
Conroy.
Conroy.
Question 14 from MixGamer755. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Was this the one that said from the original 150?
I believe so.
Okay. So if it's original 150, I'm gonna go with Gengar because I always liked how fucking badass Gengar was. He was the most fucking awesome Pokemon ever. Overall, I'd say it's really close between Gengar, Ludicolo, because he's a dancing Mexican. Dancing Mexican with a fucking sombrero that dances on water. And Infernape, because I've always liked Infernape because he had close combat, which is actually my favorite move, and he was a starter, so.
Mine's like a toss-up between Jigglypuff and a Blade Dublé.
Wait, who?
Codeine.
What'd you say?
When a Blade Dublé. Because when Nelly and I were little and we'd play Super Smash Bros., we always wondered why that one Pokemon didn't do anything. It just flopped
Fucking
around.
Goldeen.
And
Seeking, fuck yeah!
really sounded like Goldine was saying Oblé Dublé, so that's what we called her for a while. But then Jigglypuff, because Jigglypuff's a fat whore and just really funny, so I've always liked Jigglypuff.
But the queen of the whores is Jinx, and that's my favorite. Although I think she's a transvestite, but...
She's like Birdo, kind of.
Yeah, Birdo.
Well, Birdo is a transvestite.
No one really knows with Birdo. Holy shit, we have 34 questions. I think this
what
might
number
have
are
to
we
be
on?
a two-part finale. Okay, question 15 from Toa Corando 28. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
I say egg that probably, like, formed from, like, a dinosaur egg or some random shit like that.
Yeah, egg.
I say monkey, but that's just me.
Moving on.
Just saying. I mean...
Let's see.
How about you click the over button, buttface?
Question 16, also from Toa Corando 28.
Why is it in... Why?
Damn it, you know, I didn't want to go through all the work of erasing it, so I just kind of text boxed that in there, and I forgot to change the color.
And there's no parenthesis. You blow ass at this later.
Can you make an episode of you guys making a sun cake like your logo?
We could, but we won't.
We could, but we're not going through all that work. Maybe, like, one of these days we'll, like, make a cookie and make it look like a sun.
What?
Go!
Question 17 from Pac Mansterful. Good man. What's the hardest game you've ever played?
Oh. Your mom! Probably the Impossible Game, the one with, like, the squares, and you have to, like, get it around into, like, the yellowish
I got a
shaded
good
area.
Goddamn Rubik's Cube. That thing's impossible. And it's a game, I guess.
That's probably...
It's more a torture device, but okay.
Hardest game I've ever played? Candyland. Hands down, brutal.
You always lost.
I can't think of a really hard game, like, that you just can't, like, get through, you know?
I mean,
Video game.
or maybe he's
The
talking about...
Zeldas, we always get too
Oh,
frustrated.
fuck
But
Zelda!
Yep, Zelda.
Zelda.
Even Wind Waker, that was the easiest one, and we still gave up.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
dead serious. In Twilight Princess, I couldn't get past the first mission, gave up, and
I
stopped
got
playing.
to the water temple, but then
I became a man in Ocarina of Time, and then I was like, wait, I'm trapped here, what do I do? So then I stopped playing Zelda forever and ever and ever.
All right. Well, I have a proposition. There are 34 questions total, and we've made it through 17.
We will see you guys on the next part.
All right, this is going to be a two-part 500 sub special. Next time on the show, we're going to get through question 18 through 34.
Alright, see you guys next time.
Later, guys.
bye, hoes.